Pamela Harvey, 1978, Sudbury, Ontario.
Complete history of case.
Pamela was 22 years old. She became a mother and got divorced, then moved back to Sudbury, Ontario in 1977.
She started working as a waitress at Kingsman Hotel, which was known as a popular hangout spot for a known motorcycle gang called the Coffin Wheelers.
Not long after, at 23, she began a relationship with one of the members, Leonard Doust.
On November 12, 1978, James Dacey was shot and killed directly across from the hotel.
A witness who lived in the apartment beside the scene said they saw a getaway vehicle next to the building. Soon after, Leonard and a man named Rene Ranger were arrested for the murder of James.
4 days after James's murder, Pamela left 4-year-old Ricky at the neighbor's house and disappeared. The police refused to take a report of Pamela's disappearance seriously because they assumed she'd taken off to avoid Leonard's trial, and assumed she would eventually come back when it was over.
In 1979, at Leonard's trial, Wendy said she had been drinking with Pamela, Leonard, and another friend on the night of the murder. She said she left and returned with her friend, but Pamela seemed nervous and wouldn't let them inside. Regardless of what Pamela might have known, her family doesn't believe she would abandon Ricky, and the circumstances of Ricky's arrival at the neighbors only adds further suspicion.
What do you think really happened during those 4 days between the murder and Pamela's disappearance?
Pamela has left before. Why without her kid this time?
In the 1990s, Pamela's family hired a private investigator who claimed they located her in Thunder Bay. However, when her sister went to the house, they said they never heard of Pamela.
In the 41 years since she disappeared, her bank account has shown no activity, and there has been no answers to the question that remains for those who love her.
Forensic evidence. Some of Pamela's personal belongings were found in her apartment that she shared with her roommate.
These including her purse,
cigarettes,
her diary,
letters,
and other personal items, including her son Ricky, who was left at the neighbors.
Witness reports, neighbors, and acquaintances provided statements, but there were no concrete leads that could offer substantial clues.
For example, one neighbor named Wendy told Pamela's family that Ricky was left in her care overnight, and when Pamela did not return, she gave Ricky to Milford, the other neighbor.
Milford said that Pamela had arranged for him to watch Ricky while she was going to be gone for a couple weeks. Not long after, he changed his story and said Pamela only left a note asking him to watch Ricky and that they had made no personal contact.
The weird thing about this is that no note was ever even seen, and apparently Wendy had never been watching Ricky. If there was a note from Pamela, how do we know it was even from her? Scientific techniques used.
Did a handwriting analysis of Pamela's diary, and her letters were examined to understand her state of mind and any potential clues about her plans or fears.
Witness interviews were also conducted with people who knew her to piece together her last known movements and interactions. Unfortunately, at the time, they didn't use much scientific techniques for her case, and they didn't have much to go off of.
Police interpretation.
The evidence collected was sparse and did not provide a clear direction for their investigation. Her personal belongings did not indicate any signs of struggle or immediate danger.
Witness reports were inconsistent and did not lead to any significant breakthroughs. The police didn't put much effort into her case and basically just shrugged it off.
Outcome or lack of outcome.
Unfortunately, the case of Pamela remains unsolved. The lack of immediate and extensive search efforts combined with the limited forensic capabilities at the time meant that crucial early opportunities to find her were missed.
Over the years, various leads have been provided. These have included potential sightings, descriptions of suspicious individuals or vehicles in the area at the time, and other informal evidence. Each tip has been investigated to determine its relevance and accuracy, but so far, none have led to a definite resolution of the case. The case has grown cold, with no new leads or significant developments. Significance of the case to field of forensics.
This case highlights the importance of timely and thorough search efforts in missing persons cases.
This highlights the advancements in forensic science that have since been developed, which would have been helpful at the time. If you are interested in this case and want to learn more, go check out Haunted Sudbury by Sarah May.
A personal gain summary. From this project, we have learned the crucial importance of early interference and thorough investigation in missing persons cases. The story of Pamela Harvey is a touching example of how much has changed in the field of forensic science, and how these advancements can shape the outcomes of such cases. It has made us value the constant search for truth and justice, even when things are really tough.